not. You got enough space. Got that
Why are you violating? I will clip the whole side of that podcast out. One, the podcast just have a black square of a magnet, bro.
Blurred thing.
Hey, yes, my people. What are you saying, man? It's the LJB podcast. Hey, I'm sitting here with a man there, man. Now, listen. Before we get started, big up Manson, happy birthday, Mats. What you say? You know what I'm saying? Celebration. Celebration.
The last couple of days, man's feeling the love, man. For real, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Everyone showing love. I appreciate everyone now. You know what I'm saying? From the heart. Thank you.
Yeah, nah, you know what? Like, we've been in here waving for a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, we're trying
3 hours.
We're all trying to compose ourselves
just
for the podcast now. You know what I'm saying?
It's been long. Hey.
But we got a big boy, special guest. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we got. Before I move into the special guest, say it, man. Let me catch the wave, man. Say it, man. Say it, man. Dom, what are you saying, man?
3 hours, people. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, everyone. It's Beyond Rehab. Just follow me on Insta. I'm just doing my master's physiotherapy course, so I'm just going through everything, you know, right now. Just finished my exams. Just have a little look. It's everything that I do on there. Just have a look, man. For real. Obviously excited to have our special guest here.
Yeah, man, big up, because listen, we got a big boy, another big boy guest, another one for the borough. Obviously, you know, man's doing the thing for the borough. So you get me? Big boy guest right now. We got Kieron Boothe in the building. What you saying, my bro?
Welcome. Man. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
come on, G. Nah, man, you know what? Yeah, let me actually explain to people why I think that this is such a big episode, because you know what? Me and Keiron, can I say where we grew up? Yeah. Alright, cool. Me and Keiron back in the day grew up in East Ham, innit? And you know what? Like, I've seen Keiron always on this artistic thing, like always making music, always doing something with art. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't on that, and I used to just think, yeah, he's a bit different, he's a bit weird still. And he goes Langdon and that, and man that go that Langdon's a bit weird, innit? You man are just your own, you know what I'm saying? You are just your own people and that. So like, but I grew to respect you as the years went on because you were always on your thing, innit? And to see what you done now, what you built now, I had to have you on because I want a man there to chop it up with you. I want you to tell your story and explain explain how you're here, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I had the real.
Because I'm not gonna lie, being from the ends, I've heard the name all through growing up, like. But I never knew nothing else, just the name. You feel me?
That's my
Today's gonna be a mad thing. You're gonna put a lot of perspective on. Yeah, no, for real.
So yeah, man, let's go back to the beginning, bro.
Langdon, though, did you know Dominick?
Which Dominick?
Dominick Newham.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah,
my guy. Yeah. And I think he went to the States.
Yeah. We went Barking Abbey together, and then we split ways. Yeah. Okay, that's my guy. I just needed to ask that. When he told me he went Langdon, I was like, bro, you must have known him.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's sick, fam. Yeah, family ties.
So yeah, let's go back to the beginning. Like, so I don't want to ask why did you start music? Who was you? Who was you in year 7? Who was you in year 7, bro? Who was you compared to everyone else? Where did you stand in year 7? Yeah. That's a good question. I like that one. I like that.
Like, if I think about it, like I feel like just the people even that I chilled with, there's a couple of us that was just like when I look back, probably different, innit? Or like just on our own thing. But back then we didn't even realise we was on our own thing. Because I'm chilling with the man them. I'm chilling with all my boys everyone's doing what they're doing. I'm just on what I'm on. And but I'm still with just the man them. They're all playing football. I didn't play football. Doing whatever else. I didn't do that. But that was just a group of people that I grew up with from primary school, or they lived on my road, or you know what I'm saying? Like we're all from the ends. Yeah. So
now this is the thing, like in East Ham it's quite a big area. There's like 3 different areas.
You lived in East Ham as well,
yeah. I lived in East Ham, but
I was more like
half in East Ham.
I was towards like near the fire station.
The thing is, you didn't know, I don't think you actually knew where I lived. I lived
right there.
I don't live there anymore. I lived on Sanford Road.
Whereabouts is that?
Sanford Road, so like I don't know, but I think I know roughly where you live here, where the fire station is. That long road. It's a nothing road, isn't it? It's a nothing road. But let's not leave it. Google Maps. I'm literally like a 2-3 minute walk.
Stay off the road, man.
It's like opposite Tesco's.
Oh yeah.
Tesco's.
Yeah, I'm outside of Tesco as well. So I'm on that because there's vicarage.
No, he's in front.
You're on the same side. But obviously, your boys, most of your boys live towards where the school was, innit?
Yeah.
And my guys lived more towards that side of the fire station and all that.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm trying to say? So obviously we were doing our thing, you man were doing your thing, but it was a weird one because East Ham, we weren't really like, at that time, we were like a nothing area. There was nothing really like. There was no
neutral ground. Like,
neutral
grounds.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was calm. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like, because I guess early them days it was like the ends thing or like bandanas, certain like coloured bandanas or whatever. But I feel like East Ham was like neutral ground. Like everyone kind of, it was calm. Like you didn't have to really worry about anything. Like everyone was blessed. Like it's only at the years.
There's don't ring no bells to you, man. From them side.
No, Then it was like certain man that maybe moves to the ends and whatever else.
There was gangs in the area, but if we're talking postcodes, not that
yet.
We're
it wasn't
talking,
yet. That
7
came,
times,
early.
05, 06.
Back then it was kind of the race stuff, innit? Like we had like Asian virus.
Yeah.
Khaki Panthers and them, man.
That was you man's problem.
Yeah.
That wasn't my problem.
That was like
you man dealt with that at school, bro.
Yeah, the first couple of years of school. So even that, I feel like the first couple of years of school, there was a lot of that kind of shit. That kind of beef where it's like after school, all these man's brothers or cousins or whatever, they're coming out. You're coming out of school, you're seeing 50 man, bro.
But don't you think it's mad thinking back now, Year 7 times, man are 11, 12 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only now I like 27.
And you're dealing with man, they got their older brothers, older cousins coming, they're 16, 17, patterning 11-year-olds.
Yeah,
bro, it's mad.
First time I got rushed, I was like 11. 11, I remember like year 7. You know when you finish like half day and all of that, like, we finish like 12 o'clock. Man's walking down the road, all like 10 of us or something. Walking down the road, all we hear, like we just see, to us, like so we're like 11. So they were probably like 16 or whatever else, but they look like big man to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Back then, they're all like.
But some of them are even less school, bro. You gotta imagine they're coming without the school uniform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all the same clothes. All we hear
is 7 and 11 is a big difference.
All I see is my boys just dispersed, bro. Everyone just ran. You get me? I'm just kind of there. I'm there with my fucking K700, not Sony Ericsson. It's like 06.
I had that. That was a bad boy phone. If you had that, you was it.
That's what I'm saying. Got robbed from my phone them times, but it's like it's the probably older brothers of man that went my school and all of that. Like it was those kind of errors where I'll rob you for your phone or whatever else and that. And then I feel like after I feel like between year 7 to 9, just from the crowd, like I said, you're chilling with the man. You're just I feel like you don't have to be on it. You just in that circle.
I know exactly what you mean.
That circle,
because I looked at what you man was doing. You man was doing exactly what we was doing. Like, but you man were just weird, bro. Like, you man, and what I mean by weird is I was 11, 12 years old. You gotta understand. Like, you gotta understand, like, 11, 12 years old. If you're not like us, you're weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are these man doing? Like, they just, like, do nothing, bro. They make music and that. That's dead, bro. Like, and, like, the music they listen to, they make is not like our music. Like, what are they doing, bro? Like, they just...
What was you listening to then?
Like, them man are weird, bro.
Year 7, year 8 times. What was your playlist?
So I feel like I started making music maybe end of year 7, year 8. And when I first started, it was a guy at my school, Isaac. He was on this. I feel like he come from like Christian background, quite positive and that. And they done like the year 11s. When I was year 7, the year 11s done like a performance for all of us kind of thing. And then that was like the first introduction to music. Yeah. And then he's come to like me, my boy Armour, a couple other men. He come to us afterwards. Yeah, we're gassed. We're like year 7. You know what I mean? We're gassed. And then they're like, oh, like would you want to do something like that for your year group or whatever? Yeah. And then, he maybe took us for about a couple months and then like mentored us like a couple lunch times or whatever. Like like 2 of us couple lunch times a week or every other week or whatever it was. In this English teacher in a classroom during the lunch breaks or like if it's raining and stuff like that.
Quick dimes.
Yeah, and he would just kind of teach us how to write 8 bars or teach us how to like.
Them man saw the potential, would you say?
Yeah, and I feel like looking back, I'm like, bro, I don't know who at 16 was doing that for 11-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like, no one was doing that in school. Even just a year difference, like there was that divide between year groups. You know what I mean?
More time, you're trying to line him up to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be outside for you, bro.
Exactly. So looking back, seeing, I'm like, and I feel like his family, they were very much just like that as people. I think they had like care homes and stuff like that in the ends. And so he kind of, I guess, introduced us all to it. Because I hadn't written music or anything like that before that. Okay. And then I think the next year after that was mainly just doing stuff in my room, maybe like on like virtual DJ and whatever. I started off on like more rap, hip hop, and then I guess by like 06, 07, it's like Channel U's kind of at its height, maybe like like, and then I feel like just being in the ends, like, because by that time we're like probably year 9. I feel like grime was kind of like just the dominant thing everywhere. So I feel like I went through the phases of making grime, and I feel like same thing with music. It was like in comparison to art, like art was something that I done like I could do it or I liked it, but like I said, I'm from
like drawing and that.
But everyone else I'm around, music is more like a kind of common hobby, common interest that you have.
Touch like more people, so wider audience.
Yeah, exactly. And just the people that I was chilling with, they all made music. No one really done art, so that was just like something I maybe just liked or done a little bit here and there. But music was maybe always like the kind of in thing that I was into. Yeah.
The constant.
Yeah, the
constant thing that was there.
Still making music like
out of that circle.
Yeah.
No, there's like for I guess me and my boy Aaron Langdon, we were the ones that started in that circle, and we didn't stop. We're the ones that didn't stop. My boys Armour and Stretch, they started as well same time. They had like a little period after school where they stopped, and then recently in the last year, they've both kind of come back, and then even since they come back and they're doing their own thing, doing bits. They don't like being on Team Westwood, Kenny All Star, all these kind of things. They're getting good placement. Just after like a year, you know what I'm saying? Just after like a year of them kind of coming back into the game. Like my boy, he went jail for a couple of years. Armour for like 3 years, I think he went. And as soon as while he was even in jail, he was doing freestyles, doing all of that, like the attention of Marks, a couple of people, and
he got a buzz.
He built a buzz from jail. As soon as he
more time that helps an artist. Like obviously, it's not a good thing going jail. You should never aspire to do it. You feel me? But as an artist, sometimes not everyone, but it helps them, innit? It gives them a little boost. For whatever reason it may be, whether it's right or wrong, you feel me? But it does help.
For some reason.
I feel like he come out just focused, and since he come out, he just been on his thing and just.
And people respect it more, I feel like, because then there's like a certification to your
growth.
words.
They've seen that, exactly.
For real.
And they're changing that.
Yeah, that's
what I was saying, what was on your playlist that you was bumping, that you was listening to yourself?
So I think early on, it was heavy like US influence, like when I was at 05, 06. So I think like I went St. Lucia for the first time, like, or not first, second time, but I was a kid first time. So I went like 06, and that's when I saw like BET and that. First time. So so I remember every day while I was there for a couple of weeks watching BET and at the top 10 or whatever they had. So
songs were
so certain, exactly, that's what I'm saying. Or songs that we heard but we never saw the music video on MTV. Exactly. So I'm there seeing the music video for the first time of certain tunes. So I guess like 06 it's like Jim Jones, Kanye, like Graduation,
rap
around that time. Like more rap. And then
Jim Jones is hard though.
I think like We Fly High come out around them times.
Back then you reminded me of more of a Kanye artist.
Yeah, like I guess I like.
I even played Dom some of your tunes today. Some of your music on YouTube. People check it out one time. Kieron Boothe on YouTube.
If you like music.
I said I was playing the thing. I heard it. I said to my man, it's like a UK Kendrick.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I got.
That's not the first time you heard that, is it? It's not the first time you heard that. No, it's not the first time you heard that, because the way he reacted, he's like,
whether man likes to hear it or not, it's not there, man. But like the vibes,
good though. You gotta have the confidence. But that's the vibe you get from him still.
I love it.
Like early on, it was like that was the influence. Then I guess like I said, grime, popping, so I listened to a lot of UK stuff, Wretch, Scorcher. Keiron went to Langdon, so I feel like we had a thing for listening to Keiron.
That's where Keiron went.
His mum was a teacher there.
Did you go to school with him? Was he in school?
No, he's probably
more than 5 years older than us.
Yeah, more than 5 years older than me.
Big man, bro. Big man. They're like over 35, bro.
When I was outside, Keiron used to drive past me, so I definitely know he was.
I think so, because they used to be like certain days he'll come to the school to visit or something. You see people running around mad, like trying to look for the whip or look for whatever. Like, find him, give him a CD. I remember like Stretch. I'm sure. I remember one time like his mum called him or had him on the phone and that, and then Stretch got to freestyle for him or something on the phone. From school and that.
Man called his mum and got to freestyle. Hey, that's mad, bro. Hey, that's a big move, bro.
How old was he? Probably like 15 or something.
We only had Fat Boy from EastEnders come through our school, but that was it. No one else. Big him up though, big up.
The Kendrick and J. Cole stuff, I feel like that was like, so I met my boy Grafter when I went to college. So like 16, 17. I met my boy Grafter.
I know Grafter. Grafter is my gym.
Yeah.
Big up Grafter.
So I met Grafter them times, and I feel like, yeah, so up until then, it was kind of like, I liked music, I'm just around certain people, I don't know, I feel like I didn't have a style of music, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I liked rapping, I liked music. Same like Aaron was just like a musical guy, like there was times when I look back, we had like a period where he would remake songs like that. Like maybe like certain songs that we was charting or whatever else, he'll try and remake them and replay them. Yeah, like he'll try and he'll listen to it and hear the notes and try and recreate it in his own way. And then so because I feel like we didn't have a style or know what we wanted to necessarily say, we just liked the act of making music. It was more like we went through the phases of what's popping, what sounds are popping, what do people want to hear, what would
age
get us
is this?
This is maybe from like 15 to like.
You gotta realise, man, been doing this
Like,
for years.
there's certain tunes that maybe never come out. That's what I'm saying. There's certain things that never even come out and things like that.
Wait, I swear you won a competition though for a remake as well.
That was, that was what? I was maybe 16.
They got team with them. Throwback gems.
Yeah.
Throwback accolades.
She was doing tunes with Roll Deep and at them times. And why? What's the one she done? I'll find it after this. It was one of Roll Deep when they done like the commerce tune.
Yeah.
And she done the chorus and she was the girl that done the chorus or whatever. And then she was signed to Universal and done something where like she put out a tune that had a verse 3. And then it was
You gotta fill the gap.
Yeah. And then I've done that, and then the winner, you win like a day in the studio in Universal. And I won that, and then I brought my boy Aaron.
Sick.
Yeah, and it was like, it was like 16.
What was that experience?
That was like, I guess that's like the first industry kind of experience I feel like I had.
He was buzzing.
Did you go to the studio?
Yeah, that was in Kensington and that.
You went there?
Yeah.
So when you see when you went there for the day, pattern with the engineer, whatever, you were doing the thing, recording, did that motivate you to keep going? Because you want this to be your reality every day.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it kind of showed us, it gave us a little bit of like validation of what you're doing is good, like, or what you're doing could.
You're on the right path.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
You need that.
Wait. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it, because from back then, I don't know. When you said, we didn't know what I sat from. Back then, when I used to hear your tunes or something, I'd be like,
it was a bit different.
I know who that is without knowing who's on the track. Because your sound, I always knew.
Yeah.
Your rap and your flow was always not the same, but it was just you, innit? It was always different. It was just you.
Jumpy.
And so like, when you're saying that, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I guess to me,
so musically to you, it's probably you're dissecting it in a way where, but when I used to hear you releasing music, I always knew when it was you, man, that was doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially when I used to hear you doing your thing, I used to be like, okay, but do you know what? Like, when I say that, like, when you grew, like, say, for example, when you were, like, 11, 12, and you was doing your thing, when you grew to, like 14, 15, 16, that's when, bro, it was to the point where even I was like, I rate his take. Do you know what? It's not for me. At the time, I was like, it ain't for me.
Yeah. I wanted to say that. You wasn't listening to him yet. We was there.
I would tell people, most people, I feel like, music started moving like 2014, so I was like 19. You know I feel like when I got to like 19, 20 is when I found what I liked and I got good at what I liked. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I had all that exploration time from like when I met you from like 12 or whatever to that point was just finding stuff.
That's when it sounded like you perfected it.
Yeah.
Because when I'm in the whip,
take notes.
Because I'm in the whip now. Because you know what? I'm in the whip now. T4's playing. Taylor's playing the tune. Because that's what he does. He doesn't say that. He just plays tunes, isn't it?
Yeah. Who's this?
You need to go and see. You got to pre the dashboard to see what tune it is.
Big up T.
It was Keiron, fam. I said, what? He goes, yeah. I was like, yeah, it is, isn't it? Cool. Next tune. Boom. I was like, raw. Alright, say nothing. And then I think I slightly just followed you, innit?
Yeah.
And I was just, from there, it was a
fun,
innit?
Because you
I was like...
You dropped like a tape and an EP.
Man said, which one?
This was like 14, 15. Yeah, it was fun.
From being in wrong place, wrong time, and the circle that I was moving in, you're just getting into dumb beef all the time. Sometimes it's just sticking up for yourself. Like, you know what I mean? It's like I'm in a school that's like the ratio of the Asian kids was like 1 to 5, bro. Or something stupid. You know what I mean, bro? My schools are probably like 80% Asian. Yeah. So it was like the first few years of school was always like always beef. Yeah. Just from like I said, just from man saying something to you and you not being a prick, you know what I'm saying, and defending yourself. Yeah. So like, you ain't gotta be on it. You just have to just defending yourself. You're getting into matters. You're getting excluded. You're getting this. Then after a couple of years, it was like, I guess when GCSEs, around that sort of time now, I was like, you know, I like art, certain things. I started going to those sort of classes. I consciously was like, let me not chill with the man as much. Let me go chill. Like my school had 1,800 students. It was huge. It was huge.
Bro, that school was ridiculous, man.
12 classes a year.
They had a Bronx building
Yeah, it was
from 8 to
Oh,
now,
their sports hall was fun, bro.
Now my school has a primary school, secondary school, and college all in the one thing. When I was there,
I bet you any money there's still space. It's a uni accommodation. It's a whole,
Yeah,
it's not accommodation,
massive.
it's a uni campus, bro.
I remember.
Oh,
Hear much about them.
I-
They got a lot of shit going down now.
yeah. Hey, Luke.
As a kid, you know what I mean? Like, it's like up there. We got 5-year groups. 5-year groups.
It was fun. Langdon was a sport. Langdon held Curver and all of that. Like when we used to do soccer camps Saturday mornings and that. Used to be there.
I distanced myself a little bit, but and then I guess I started getting into art and then thinking about by the time we got to thinking about college, that's why I went Epping Forest because I was like, you know what? Let me duck from the ends.
Yep.
Get out the ends.
That was a trick.
That's a mature choice though to do though. That's a good thing to do still. That takes maturity to think, you know what, fuck it. Let me go somewhere further.
I went somewhere I didn't know anyone, bro. I went there with my boy Courtney from school, and I think Tanika went there and I was there from my school. But other than that, I didn't know anyone. When I went, it was like I met Teo there through some people from Plaster and everything else. But mainly, there weren't even that many Newham people there. It was mainly from Wolfham Forest. So that's how I started meeting through my college years. My college years was a lot of time was spent in Wolfhamstow, Leighton, around there, and then in Epping and that. So I feel like doing that was those little decisions. I feel like made the difference long term.
Had links.
Even girls, just everything, bro. You saw a different life. You know what I'm saying? You saw a different kind of life.
Because you wasn't associated to that area, you didn't have any kind of issues going from back then.
There wasn't really. I guess back then the only issues a little bit sometimes in college there might have been some racial ones because of the area and that.
But you didn't have no history from school and nothing like that, so you're fresh.
Fresh. Everyone I met was clean slate. I didn't know, and I guess for me, a lot of the people. They were from Wolfham Forest. They grew up together. They knew each other. I was like the outsider that then came in, and then just through guys in my class and that. With Paris and Rian and that. And then through till now, these are my boys now as well. And I still got guys, just the guys I started music with in school. But I guess that period in college, and then like I said, I met Grafter around the same time, and he was just like, your music's good. You're doing music and that, but like. What are you saying, innit? Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what do you like? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is you kind of thing?
But you need to be asked them questions because that's what defines you. That's when you start going to the next level of, alright, who am I as an artist?
Then you gotta ask yourself, like, what am I saying?
And I feel like that's the moment I always remember and I always kind of go back to because I feel like it was that time that I feel like, because in college, I done media. So I was always like, I want to do music and that, but I didn't really know how or what, but it was everything I was studying was just to learn skills that I could do for myself.
In that sector.
Because I was like, I don't want to. If I'm gonna stay in education, let me do something I enjoy, even if I weren't thinking about a job in it. I'm just trying to pass time in that as well. I'm
thinking about uni.
I didn't want to go to uni, but at the same time, I'm working in retail, probably making like a bill a month or something. Because I'm working like 4 hours a week. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm getting EMA or whatever.
JD jobs.
You know what I'm saying? And then I was just I was more staying in education, just doing stuff that I liked, rather than thinking about the after part.
So it just kind of took form naturally, just over time.
So media was just so I could learn about videos, all of that kind of stuff, and then I guess during that time.
You done it purely for music purposes, like to learn.
Because really, because even when at school, I done art and graphics.
Yeah.
I didn't like GCSE art just because of the way it was and everything else. So I was like, I ain't gonna
paint
do.
and all that.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna do art in college. I done media one because it seemed fun. I guess it was, but it was like videos.
GCSE still, I used to like it, man. Like,
Bro, this is why it's important to do what you like in life, and don't follow everyone. Just do what you want to do, because you never know where it's gonna lead you, bro.
It all pays off. When I look back, it pays off because when after that I done an art foundation. Because same again, I've done it for 2 years. Didn't know if I wanted to go uni. Yeah, at that point I didn't know nothing about art courses and things like that. Like my boy Rian that I met at college, he done art during the 2 years. He was gonna do the art foundation, and it was like I knew that you could get another year free in college as well. Because you get 3 years free. But most courses obviously are 2 and then
2 years,
But you can actually get 3 years for free. So I was like, don't know if I want to go uni. It's a 3 year free course. It's going back to do art where you try a bit of everything, and then after that, if you want to go uni, you can go uni.
Let me ask you a question, bro. When you was growing up in your teenage years, because you were unique in your music and within yourself, but the reason why I grew to respect you is because you held your own, innit? Like when I didn't see you in a while, I knew when I saw you again, you're still the same guy, and you always move with the same respect. Even when things started heating up, even around us, it was like I still would see you, and it was like, So like, how did you, bro? With all the pressure, that it was like growing up where we grew up, how did you still keep your style, like your rapping style, your music style, your dress sense, who you are as a person? Because you consistently kept that. So what, because what was going on? Because I know that was reflected through your music at one point as well.
I think to me, it was never a thing. You get me? Like, I never even saw it.
There's no concept.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm just being myself, doing what I'm doing. But it's like I said, at the same time, I'm living in East Ham, bro. My boys at the end of the road are doing a mad thing, but they don't dress like me. They know that I'm the one that I dress how I want or whatever else. But there's been times I'm still chilling with them when they're doing whatever they're doing, or chilling in cars, no license, no whatever. But it was like everyone was, I don't know. I feel like.
It's like even if one of them man was to say, "Oh, why ain't Keiron rolling?" The man then would be like, "Oh, that's Keiron, man."
You know, they never expected nothing from me, and they never and they knew what I was on.
Because I never
had to try and.
I never used to see you. Like I would see you, but not see you. But you was always there, bro.
And then even with the.
But you was always on your. Even when you was with your guys, you always still look like the odd one out, bro.
Yeah, but then even.
So I was like, this guy is just you know what I mean? Like, I used to look at this guy like.
No, but then, like I said, there was that period in time when we was, I don't know, 13 to 15, where my friends had problems with that with your friends. But then through things like I was cool with a couple of the girls and that, and then I might through me, like I would kind of be in situations where I'm the only one from where I'm from, and I'm chilling around everyone else. And so I was everyone chilling. Cool. Yeah, I'm there, like, I'm chilling.
Chilling.
These times it's not allowed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like literally chilling, like, because I remember like,
and through that I was blessed though, because I remember there was a motive in that where I went, like my boys they had problems, and it was kind of we all had problems, but I was calm. I don't know why I was calm. I was cool with them because I would see them all the time. And I said it was music. It was like I don't know you, man, really.
Did the band that used to listen to your music? Did they used to listen to?
Everyone knew about his music.
Well, we had there was like sending times, like whenever you get me. So
I heard you sent for the whole year group. You sent for the whole year group.
They had their camp, and then we had our camp.
He sent for the whole year group.
Yeah. So no, but it wasn't really. It was kind of like them men are on it. You know what I'm saying? And some of my guys were on it. I wasn't really on it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm calm. It's just music. And like I said, through chilling with the girls and certain things, like we'll go to parties, we'll go, I don't know, man, like day out or whatever, and I'm there, and I'm there, and I'm there, we're all there, and it's not a thing. Everyone's calm. So after that, I'm cool. I was cool with them and that.
And that's why I respected him, bro. Cause
but I remember going to a rave, and my guys coming and then getting run out. Like they got run out the place, and I chilled for the rest of the day.
Because I feel like in the MJ, especially back then, I don't know how it is now, innit? I can't speak for now, but back then, if you're a music man, as long as you don't say to someone, "Suck your mum," they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? They'll let you. You're good. You're a music man, like you're alright.
Do you know what it was? I'm gonna be real, innit? Yeah. No one knew how to deal with someone like you, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, do you know what it is? You see when you stand on your own. And you're just yourself. People can't deny that. Do you get it? People can't. You can't just look at a man and act like he's not following what everyone else is doing. Do you get it? You know when.
Claim to be anything, you know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. It was like
It's when certain guys talk, and then they're shown like, then you see that they're completely not what they talk about. Like,
Exactly.
I feel like for me, it's always been like I can't rap it if I ain't live, if it's not me. Like that could be your life. That's everything that you do, but I can't say that with my chest because I know myself.
You're
you know
not
what I'm
a
saying?
fraud, innit?
Yeah, like I know myself. And it's like, you man know me, so my whole thing is, I don't want
we're
anyone...
lucky we processed things like that back then.
Yeah.
Because back nowadays...
Yeah,
So
I don't want no one to ever
Yeah.
say like,
It wouldn't go
Kieron
like
ain't
that.
like that, or that's cap.
Yeah.
Or is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like no one can ever say that about me
Nah.
because of the way I kind of carry
As long as you
myself
can
all
know
the
that,
time.
bro, you can sleep at
Yeah.
night, you know what I'm saying?
That's and you know what? That's what I grew to respect
as an
because it was mad, and his guys were and it was everyone they were under pressure at one point. You know what I'm saying? But like when it was turning up at certain places, man is just there chilling, and you could see he's there with the girls, and he would just be looking at you like, yeah, you cool? He's like, yeah, cool. And it's like, alright, and you're thinking, and you can see that man knows he's by himself, and we can know that we know you're by yourself, but we're just like, let me just analyze the situation. Let me just. Hour later, I was still there chilling, smile on his face, still doing that. 2 hours later, but after that, it's like, yeah, I like this guy. I kind of like this guy. You know what I mean? Like he's cool. And the next time another situation, another event will come now, and he's there again, by himself again, or maybe one guy, two of these guys will go. Man's still here. It's like, no, I like this guy. And then eventually it was like, you know what? Your guy, you realize it's not even a problem. Your guys, and I wasn't even where I was standing, I was never standing with anything. But obviously my guys are my guys, and if they got a situation, it's a situation. But I'm not involved in the situations. So I kind of was like where you were standing. So I kind of understood you because you were kind of moving how I was moving. Because when it was a bit mad with like your guys, it was like, all right, you man do what you gotta do, whatever, boom, 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 or them man do what they gotta do. So I kind of was with. So then when I started appreciating like how you was as a person, and then when I started listening to your music, it made me appreciate the music. You know what I'm saying?
I've grown to make good friends with some of these people. Cause even man like Tax and Militant and that, like I met them through that altercation and those situations. And then now, Tax is my boy since I was like 15. Yeah. And I know him through them times where he was with them man, or that those are his boys and everything else. And it's like, now that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? So bro, bro.
Sometimes relationships and friendships come from the most mad places you'll never expect. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying to you.
One thing I want to ask you, you man were talking about madnesses and that, you still live in the ends, innit? So well, I think you're doing it. I don't want to put it out there, but like,
no, I don't.
Let's say you're around the ends.
Yeah, I'm in and out every day.
Yeah, so like, you see the difference that the youths are on now, like the violence and that, the shift. Have you seen the shift, or did it just happen and now it's just a mad thing?
Yeah, I've seen.
Or have you seen like the change?
Yeah, I've seen the change. I guess because it was like, I guess even like I said for myself, going college out the ends, then I went uni in South, still in London and that. But then throughout that time, I'm still living in East Ham. I still got my friends doing whatever they're. So just by like chilling, I'm chilling in places. I'm seeing these 15-year-olds just pulling mad shanks out. Whatever I'm seeing.
Now you're in uni now. You're older.
I was like 20, 21. I'm chilling with my boy. He's doing his thing from where he's doing his thing. He got youngers in and out of the place or whatever. And during that time, I start getting exposed to seeing this 15, 16-year-olds and that. They should be in school and that. These men are just rolling with mad shanks or shotting, doing all these mad things. And then it's even like I've got a little brother. My little brother now, he's like 20, 21 and that. So even I see like he's still in the ends. So even just seeing things that he's seeing and what he's involved in and everything else and that, it's like, there has been a shift in terms of like, because things was going on when we was young. It was going on, but there also wasn't, I guess there wasn't camera phones, innit? So sometimes we heard like hood rumours, you know what I'm saying? You hear stories and that. It was all word of mouth stories and that, but now you're seeing it.
And at the same time, I don't feel like it was as many though.
It's different. So I don't know if there's more of it, maybe, but I also feel like we're seeing more of it. Whereas before we heard it, like you might hear about a shooting, you heard about certain things.
No, I think back in the day, a lot of things will happen, but it will just go unsaid.
Yeah.
Think, bro, I've been in situations where I know this has happened with this and this person, no one even knows that happened. And
like
that happens.
They used to take it as far as they do now.
Social media definitely spreads it more because it's like raw. Everyone hears about it, it's like raw. Now everyone knows you got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's the pressure to retaliate, the pressure to be on job.
Like back in the day, you could get banged And you know what I'm saying? And
The
that's
only
it.
person
And
knows,
then
bro.
like,
You can get into a fight, bro.
on camera, now you're gonna go and kill man.
Yeah, fully.
The pride. And I hear it. Because if I was young back then, and you know what I'm saying, the pressures and that.
Bro, I can't lie. If we had everything they got now in school, bro, I can't lie. Our years were mad, but we just didn't have this type of shit. You get it? If we had Snapchat, Insta, all them things to the point, because we had Facebook and shit, but that's only when you go home. Your MySpace, all that shit. That's when you go home. Yeah. Bro, if we had that on our phones and everyone's getting exposed and all this madness, bro, people are gonna move mad. They're like, shit, that happened.
Today I'm in Stratford driving. There's a car in front of me, a big like just a 4x4 in it, normal car. There's a man crossing, there's a zebra crossing, and like a couple steps further, a man's crossing the road, but the car's driving in it. So a man's like stopped because the car was gonna like hit him in it basically. The car stopped, the man stopped, he's knocking on the passenger window, chatting shit, like, what the fuck are you doing? He's probably like 16, 18, you know what I'm saying? He's got a blanket on top of his head, shopping bag in his hand, Walk round to the driver's door now, knocking on the driver's door saying, come, pussy, like, chatting shit, There's a little youth, I'd say about 14, small boy, bro. Puffer jacket on, man's holding a washing detergent, Daz, in his hand. He jumped off the curb now, they was together. Man walked up to the passenger side window, both the windows are rolled up. He pulled out a flicky, just started banging on the door, like on the side door with the end of the flicky. He didn't flick it out, just held it like that. Started banging on the door, The other brother on the driver's side saying, come, pull up. The 4x4 just skirted off in it. I said, no.
Bro, everyone's a lot more aggy now, bro.
It was like this tall off the floor.
I feel like they're not even deep in what they're doing. They're not even realizing.
It's so normalized, bro. It's too normalized, bro. It's normalized to a mad level.
Scoring points, it's like a game to them. Or they
He
don't.
was crossing the road where you're not supposed to cross a road, and the car was driving, and you got vexed, and now you're ready to kill a man because of that.
I feel like you're not deep in. You're not deep in the 23 hours in a box. You know what I'm saying? You're not deep in until it happens, and then.
But they're not even thinking about killing him. He's just thinking this is just a response that I need to give. Do you get it? He's thinking, let me just give him an aggressive response. He's not thinking I'm gonna kill my man or whatever. He might not even be thinking about shanking him.
Now imagine it's a big man got out the car. Now the youth's got two decisions in it. He's either got to run or he's got to use it.
Yeah, but now man's in your face. You're thinking, fuck it.
Out of pride,
You got to do it. There's people watching. Your older brother or your OG, whoever the fuck that is, he's watching. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. So man are just wilding out, bro.
And the ownership would then come on the guy in the car to be like, you know what, it's not even worth it. I didn't mean to hop out.
As an adult,
you gotta
just go, man. It's not a pride thing. Like, you know, it's a 14-year-old. You get out of the car, you know what I'm saying. You kick him in the chest, he's gone. Just drive, bro. It's not. It's not worth it. Like at the end of the day, man.
To me now, like that's what I'm saying. Even like when I walk around where I live, and I know that these youths like this, they're not. Well, to me, it's not predominantly a dangerous area, innit? But obviously these youths are doing what they're doing. But when they're walking and they're standing there looking and that, bro, I'll just look at them. I'll just carry on. I don't even stare them out. I'm like, bro, you man, it's too.
Bro, but they can tell your energy, bro. They can tell that you're a big man, bro. Bro, you can tell, bro. I've been walking on the street and I see kids G-checking kids and it's like, yeah, I'm wearing a tracksuit. But you might look at me, you're walking past me, bro. I'm a big man, bro. Don't come to me with that energy, bro.
Give them that energy of, I'm gonna stare you out because I think I'm a big man. It's like, bro, I know I'm not even gonna look.
Literally,
at you.
bro. They're not gonna, bro. They won't even look at you twice. Yeah. But at the same time, they might not even realize, bro. If they did go mad, bro, they might receive smoke that they're not ready for. Do you understand? Because like you've been there, done that, and you're a big man. Like, listen.
We didn't want to trouble big men. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want it.
Because them man will. Like they're like, you know what I'm saying? If we like the olders that we knew about, they weren't as crazy running around like how we were running around that young. I say we our generation. Yeah, not we as in us on this table. Right. Yeah. But like, you know, if you trouble them, man, it's a big problem. And it's long. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think I don't know if the youngers have the same respect for older. But after, and that's where I feel like the breakdown happened is the patterning stopped. I think that's our generation's fault, not gonna lie. But the patterning, stop patterning, like when you stop patterning them, man, and you're having them around like you're one of the man there, man, you're patterning them and nurturing them, and I think that respecting sort of stops. But to be fair, I don't get that disrespect from them anyway, personally.
Like, you're not on the roads like that. If it was on the roads, you would. You feel me?
Yeah, so I hear it's happening.
That will hot you up, and you got to do something.
That's mad. But listen, bro.
It's been good having Kieron on there. You know,
Bro,
I wish we had more time to chop it.
I'll
You
come
know?
back again. I gotta come back again.
Yeah, for
that's
real,
it,
man.
Quick, you went mad quick.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
fact,
no,
that's
for
a
real, we'll
fact.
have you back
So
again.
we done the history thing now. You
Yeah,
feel me?
and
From
like-
the Newham history, we gotta talk future
Present
plans. We
times.
gotta talk
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
We gotta talk.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Experience.
It's an extra hour and a half.
Shows, we gotta talk, man. Shows, you know what I'm saying? The VIP room, what the girls are on in the VIP room.
Yeah.
Coming
We
out.
need to know, we need to know.
Yeah, because we're dealing with
We
a big
wanna
boy
know.
artist here. You haven't even got to that bit yet. Like,
We
fuck
wanna
yeah,
know,
man.
man. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? But listen.
So this is the fucking the history
Check it
the
out.
history sesh. You feel me? The next sesh will be the source, the music, the
Yeah.
future, the plans.
Part
You feel me?
two,
But
Yeah, man.
part two basically
Yeah.
coming. You know what I'm saying?
Come
For
on,
sure,
man.
man.
Yeah, man. Search him up, man, for real.
Safe for having.
Big up Kieron
Yeah.
for coming though, for real, man. Nah, love, nice to meet you, bro. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real, bro. Come on,
Put a-
man.
put a name-
And
What's the saying? Put a name to a face.
yo, he messaged me this morning like, yo, yeah, I can come. No, this afternoon, like, yeah, I can make it down today still.
Yeah,
That's
I was
all.
about.
So come on, man. I appreciate that. It was late notice as well. You know what I'm saying? So
We made
anyway,
it happen. We made it
LJB
happen.
podcast, man. We're out. You get me? Boom.
Love, man.
Bang.